Welcome to Rainbow Rundown.
We meet you where you at, and we take you where you want to be.
The Rainbow Clubhouse is a rehabilitation program which provides a safe and supportive environment, forging new relationships and uplifting members.
Welcome to another episode of Rainbow Rundown. And today's guest is, please introduce
Jasmine. How are you guys?
Yes. Welcome. Great energy, great wisdom.
Thank you.
Now let's get to this, questions.
Sure.
So, how would you define goals?
Goals. Let's see. Little things. Oh, okay, so simplify it. Like if I was talking to a 3-year-old, I would say little things that I want to do, whether it's daily, weekly, or monthly.
Perfect. That's great. That's straight to the point, everything.
Exactly, yeah.
I love it. Okay, so could you give me an example of what are your short-term goals? Or one of your short-term goals?
My short-term goal was actually to get all my doctors and all my specialists all together. Apparently they all leave after like a year or so, but they're all in school, so I have to get new ones. So I wanted to do that, and I actually did that about a month ago here in Emma Bowen. I got all my doctors from upstairs, and it felt so great.
That's amazing. That's what I'm talking about. Like me, I just had a short-term goal that I just accomplished by working out and sticking to my New Year's resolution for the first time.
Exactly.
You know what I mean? That's
because we say it, but we don't mean it.
Exactly.
So yes.
That's major. I feel you. So what are some of your long-term goals that you would like to?
My long-term goals would have to be to transition to Pennsylvania, because that's where my mom lives. Quick little history: we had a fire, we ended up homeless, and after 4 years, my mom is actually situated. I'm situated in New York because I have testing and stuff to do. So I want to finish that to then transition over to Pennsylvania. But that means I got to climb that ladder all over and find all my doctors all over.
Oh, wow.
So super long-term goal, but little by little, with the help of Rainbows and Emma Bowen.
Yes, it's sticking on path, you're
exactly.
good. You got a lot of support around you.
Exactly. I was going to say I have my own cheer team going.
Exactly. 100% right. Can you share some of your wellness goals?
My wellness goals. Let's see. I actually wanted to go back to the time before the fire and start back up with my arts and crafts, my card making, volunteering at certain areas, but I don't know where to do that yet because I don't want to start volunteering here and then transition over there. So, those are just little things I'm trying to play with right now.
Oh, that's amazing. That's amazing. So my mind right now, one major one.
Go.
Get more sleep. Like, cause that once I don't get a lot of sleep, it's like.
God. You're beyond cranky and grouchy.
Yes.
It's like
I get in my head. I'm like.
Thank you. Yes. Oh my God. I'm lucky if I get 4 hours of sleep a day.
No, I feel you. That's
so it's just like, what? Don't talk to me. I haven't had 20 cups of coffee yet.
Exactly.
Or come at me with a sandwich. Don't come at me empty-handed.
No, you never lie. That's well said. How do you handle setbacks or challenges in reaching your goals whenever they do arise?
The funny thing is that you say setbacks or challenges, and I feel like when I have a setback, that is my challenge. You see? I don't see them as two different ones. Because a setback, and you're just like, oh my God, it's Armageddon, and I don't have a bunker. And then you feel like everything's coming at you. I call it the hairy eyeball.
Yes.
So I'm just like, you need to go away, hairy eyeball. You need to go away. I don't want to deal with you. I haven't slept. So it's one of those things. So I feel it's like that. So then I just buckle up and say, okay, this happened, but it's not the end of the world.
Yes.
So I can't make an anthill out of a molehill.
Yes, and that's sometimes I'm guilty of that too. Like I make it way worse than what it is because in the moment it's like Yes, oh
Mine are the Armageddon moments. I'm like, it's Armageddon, it's coming.
I love that. That's well said, and I'm glad you got a way to get through it.
Yes.
Some people can't find a way through it.
You can't. It's so funny that you say we can't find a way through it, because you know how when little kids try to zip up their jacket, and then you say, but look, there's buttons, and then they snap it and they get so happy.
Yes.
So me and my therapist have this thing that says, find your snaps.
Ooh. I like that.
Find your snaps.
Like
if a kid could do it and find it, because you know they can't zip up, and you're like, oh, come here, look, take the buttons, and then when they finish, they go roar, and they're so happy with it. So as adults, find your snaps.
Ooh, that's well said. sorry. So welcome. Yeah, here we go. Great dialogue.
Thank you. Welcome back, guys.
Yes. So now, can you describe a moment you challenged yourself to overcome an obstacle?
Oh my God. Basically, like I said, after the fire with no ID and no type of way of proving who you are, that was my main obstacle. And not only for myself, but for my mother too. So it took about 2 years of nonstop call-in from 8 a.m. till 4 p.m. every day until I got somebody. So it was so funny because another member here, Diana, says you got to call 1,000 times, and that 1,001 is when that person will finally pick up and things will happen for you. And
well said. That's amazing.
And it did work. I was like, I can't do this anymore. I'm going on like 6 months. Help me. Push me off the ledge already because I can't do it myself. And she was like, don't worry. 1,001. Don't worry. And sure enough, that 1 week, I was just like, here we go again. And I thought, and they was like, sure, no problem. We'll do this and we'll do that. I was just like, I'm looking around like, please, somebody witness this.
I love that.
That moment was beautiful, and Diana's words came into play like 1,001.
So you say that voice outside of your head helped you navigate your own thoughts?
Well, the voice in my head was like, you keep on doing this, you're a dumbass. You're beep. Yeah. Sorry. You know what I'm saying? But then Diana was like, listen, 100 times. That 101, somebody will pick up.
Yes.
I did it for 2 years, so I was like, it's 1,000 at this point, but every day I did it. I was frustrated and upset and on the verge of tears, but she was like, just breathe, keep calling. Somebody will answer, and they did.
I love that. Now that you got through it, would you say that you're an expert at getting through obstacles or overcoming them?
Oh, no.
You still have your challenges.
I'm not a magician and I am not God.
Nah, I get
you know what I'm saying? So we always have to go through something. Nothing is ever easy, and especially if you want it, it's not easy.
But do you agree it's harder for others than it is for some?
Oh yeah, of course, because it could be something easy for me, but then again, it could be difficult for you, or other way around. Like, oh, not when I call, I get somebody. Well, then you call for me.
Yes.
You know?
Yes, I love that. What are some of your suggestions when overcoming obstacles?
Don't get easily frustrated as I do. I want to just climb the walls. I don't know whether to run, to scream, to laugh or something, or just sit there and go, you know? So it just, take your time. Take a breath. Pray if you have to. Whoever out there, just, you know, or if not, take a walk. Like they always say, you got nothing nice to say, take a walk. Do so before you curse that person out on the phone.
No, I love that. That's so true.
You know?
I need to hear that in my headphones sometime. Because, yes.
Just Wusa or Goose Fraba. Like the 2 movies.
Peace. I love that. Do you believe in limitations? And if so, how do limitations impact your life?
Oh, that's like a trick question. I'm going to have to answer that yes and no. Because certain limitations are good. Then you go, okay, I have 2 weeks. I got to finish that. And then you get motivated. But then you go, oh my God, I only have 2 weeks? So it's up and down. Yeah. That's why I answered yes or no. Because for some, them limitations could be back to Armageddon. You see?
That's the truth. You just trick yourself back into the rabbit hole.
Definitely into the rabbit hole. Like, I ain't doing it. I ain't doing it.
Well said. Thank you. You got a lot of knowledge.
No problem.
Can you see yourself breaking your barriers?
I want to say yes. And I actually have, being that it took 2 years just to get the information. And I still, to this day, haven't gotten my information. But I have all my doctors set up and have my mom's doctor set up.
So you're still on the same path.
Still on the same path and still going. 4 years later, still going.
That's dedication. I love
you see?
That you motivated me to do that. You know, that's hard, because I would have gave up for
Make your setback your challenge. Be like, you know what? You're not going to get the best of me. Everybody else, you know, basically craps on me. You know, I didn't beat this time, but everybody craps on me. Oh, the world is against me. Yes. It's not. Just do what you can do.
Yes. Great dialogue. Great dialogue. So now we're going to get a little more in depth.
Sure.
So, can you describe a goal you recently set and accomplished?
Set and accomplished. For myself or for other? Or it could be just anything as long as I accomplished it.
It could be anything as long as you accomplished it.
I would have to say getting my mom scheduled to do her cardio rehab. She has classes to teach her how to deal with her heart and everything and how to exercise and eat healthy. And she has it Tuesdays and Thursdays, and I was able to set it up on my phone so she doesn't forget. So at 1:50 in the afternoon, she gets ready, sits down, does a quick stretch, and then gets on and does her thing. And I was able to do that, and she just recently started that about 3 weeks ago.
Oh, so you got it through.
Yeah, you see, so little by little.
Exactly. Does it make you feel good actually helping, helping actively help your mom get better and do things to help her?
Of course.
So,
you know, they take care of us till we're how old?
Forever.
Because we're always their babies.
So, forever. Even if we don't even take care of them, we still their babies.
So it's nice to give back to her, you know? But it's also nice to have something say, okay, I got to do this, and then go, oh, I finished it. Everything's going well. That feels better to me. So it's not helping her, it's just helping in general. I like to be helpful.
Me too.
You see?
Helping others helps me at the same
yes,
time.
thank you. Yes, it does.
It was a point where I couldn't help anybody, and so now to be able to is just.
I'm the same thing. They was like, go to Rainbow. I was like, no, that's a rehab. They was like, no, really. I was like, no, really, it is. Trust me. And then I was like, you know what? Leap of faith. Yes. And I jumped in.
Yes, well said. Well said. What keeps you motivated? Because you seem highly motivated.
Oh.
I would love to say.
I don't know. I want to sound like another person that's big. That's my diagnosis. I don't know how to stay still. But no, I have no idea what it is. But for me, I would have to say it's my animals. I love my animals so much that I will basically do anything. Because, you know, if you can't take care of an animal, you can't take care of yourself. Yes. It's really that simple.
That's true.
You know, and then I got to the point where I didn't come outside my house for about 10 years. I just came out to do necessity, and that's it. They gave me a kitten. Oh, let's go find work. Let's do some side hustles. Let's get this kitty some cat food and some treats and all this. So that's my motivation. Not so much people, and I don't want to sound rude or mean, but it's like the shirt that goes, ew, people. Secretly, I have that shirt.
No, I get that 100%. But you know, this was funny. I was just listening because I got kids, and that's like the same thing. It's like having somebody that I think of before myself and love more than myself. It brings out things I didn't even know I had in myself anymore.
They're like when you lift a truck, when they say your kid is, and the mom just comes and lifts the whole truck. That's that energy we get.
Yes, you know what I mean? So it's like, oh yes, I got something beyond bigger than me that I got to go for. Like, give me that extra
thank
fight.
you, Lord, you gave me that. I feel it.
Yes, I love that. I love that. Yes, I love it. Thank you for that.
I have kids too, 2 girls, but I had a nasty custody suit, so I haven't seen them. So the next best thing are my 4-legged babies.
Don't worry, you will though.
I will eventually. I did get pictures. My cousin is actually a Facebook ninja, and she got me pictures.
That's what's up. You take that cat though too.
I do. Yes, I do. Yes, she's my baby. She's my baby.
Same thing.
Tell you on the streets or not, she was always with me, keeping me warm. I was like, thank you. Right there, it was cold outside, so
I love that.
They still with me.
I love that. Thank you for that. Let me see. Do you feel supported since you're from your time here back in Rainbow Clubhouse and things like that? Do you feel supported by us?
That's an understatement. I'm over supported with Rainbow, because before Rainbow, like I said, I was like, no, don't want to go for another rehab. Don't want to do it. You know, because they eyeball you and judge you. When I came here, I was just like, I was the one being judgy, like just sitting in the corner watching everybody like, okay, who's who, what's everything. Nobody bothered. Everybody said hello. They were so friendly. And I was just like, oh, this is not a rehab. Wow. You know, so since then, I actually feel I have peoples with me. You know,
I love that.
We may not talk every day, all day like that, but you know what? When I come in, everybody's like, hey, and I'm just like, I feel like this is Cheers without the alcohol and stuff, you know? But I love that feeling. Or friends when they come into the cafe or something, you see? That's the atmosphere I get from here.
It's like a recharge. Like
Thank you,
from that outside world, you come in.
My rainbow shield is literally on. What?
I love
that. I dare you.
I love that. I love. Well said. Well said. Thank you for that. That was well put together. I love that. You gave me. I felt the energy through your words. You know what I mean? I felt it. Yeah, it's like I needed that too. Like, because it's like.
Well, I'm glad.
Yes, I love that.
I don't know what this all is, but it is contagious. Yes, it is. I am infectious, and I don't deny it.
Oh, yes. Energy is contagious.
Definitely is.
And transfers. Would you recommend friends and peers to join a Rainbow Clubhouse?
Yes. I've done it too. I'm like, you know what? I think you need Rainbow. Yeah. They're like, what, rehab? I'm like, did I say rehab? I said Rainbow.
Yes.
Like, great. Wow, no H in that one. But I tell them what it is, and they're like, really? I don't know if anybody's come or not.
Yeah,
which
but
I know my people, they didn't, because they still slow.
Yeah.
Slow.
Yeah.
So, yeah. You know, I just let them know. Like, I was on a podcast. You need to watch it. I called y'all out. So,
oh, that's nice.
But I want to get everybody in there because they got to see that this is a non-judgmental
Yeah, for themselves. Because you can hear words. Words don't mean nothing. When you actually see it and feel it, it's
Thank you.
An experience.
Exactly.
So,
and then you meet the people itself, and it's like, where have you been all my life, you guys?
Yes,
that's,
yes.
you know, that's the
priceless.
feeling.
I feel you.
Exactly.
I like that. Thank you so much. I get that.
Welcome.
Is there anything you like more or less about Rainbow than the other? Or would you say everything is...
I freaking love Rainbow. I don't think I have anything bad to say. Well, they could have some comfortable more chairs, like a lounge. But no, that's just cosmetic, you know. But other than that, I think it's great. I think it's great. I love the fact that they have the culinary, which I love to cook.
Oh.
So, you see, that was something I like. Maintenance. I mean, who likes maintenance? Who wants to clean? But, you know, we wipe down. We wipe down.
Yes.
I got a little OCD, so I'm always constantly wiping something down or something. But I love the little bits and programs that here and everybody's, how do you say it? Everybody's could join or something. Oh my God, I just went stupid for a minute. Brain fart. Basically, you can volunteer. You're not forced. Yeah. Which is nice.
Exactly. So
and you could divvy up like, oh, I don't want to do cooking. I'd rather clean because that's my thing. You see, that's what I like.
I love that.
Yes.
And I actually love to cook too. I find it therapeutic, especially the prepping part of the cooking.
Oh my God, you're my prepping buddy then.
Yes.
Oh my God, I love to prep everything. Oh my God, I did. Oh, I love prepping.
So then you get it.
You see, yes, we get it. Yes, I'd say I'm a fat girl. I love everything, so I can't necessarily buy outside. So I learned to cook everything. Yes. Food Network and Pinterest are my friends. Oh. And I try to do a little something. I'm not great, but at least I get a little something, something.
That's what I'm talking about. That's good. Is there any like affirmations that you live by, or affirmation that stood out to you more than anything else that stays with you?
Basically the find my snaps.
I like that.
That was just something. You know, she was the first therapist, and I'm like, here we go. You know, so it's like, okay, they're not going to listen. They're just going to be writing, go, okay, what's wrong with you? Okay, and then they click. Okay, you're good. And then they're just like that. That's when they look up when they're already telling you to leave. So it's like, now you look up. So, you know, when she said that, she was like, you just got to find your way, how it's easy for you. And when she said that, I was like, find my way. She was like, you just got to go through the motions and whatever comes easy. And for some reason, the little kids trying to zip up, and like you said, you got little kids. You ever seen them trying to put the zipper? So cute, and you go, come on, they're like, you know. And then when you snap it, they good. And once they learn to snap, they snapping all over. They grown now. So that stood out for me ever since. And then, like Diana said, 1,001 somebody will help. You just gotta be determined. Don't let it give in. You know, don't let it beat you. Because it's easier to be like, oh, woe is me, here we go, I don't want to do this, and then crawl up and go to sleep, or, you know, whatever vices. I call it ghetto therapy, so whatever, but we don't want to always fall to ghetto therapy, you know? We want to do something legit so we could say, we did it this way, and no matter what the hairy eyeballs say, we know what we did.
Yes, exactly. You see? You got me feeling like, oh, motivated, I'm telling you.
He's like, I want to run around the block, I got so much energy.
Yes, energy is contagious, and I tell people that all the time. That's why we feed off each other, especially when we're all on the same good path, on the path trying to do right.
Yes.
Everybody, you might have a bad day, but if you have somebody outside of yourself to tell you, it's okay.
Like, it's okay. Be grouchy over there. When you finish, come back this way.
Exactly.
You know, like, don't worry, let it go.
That is priceless.
It is.
You're 100% right. I appreciate it. I'm telling you, in this room, if y'all can feel the energy in this room.
We got a good ping pong match. You throw, I catch, I give it right back to you.
Exactly. Let's go. That's a game. Okay, so you have a very genuine and authentic story of how you came about Rainbow.
I do. I kind of tipped on it earlier. I went to different places looking for help, and I didn't find help. I found judgment against me. I found places where they made me feel small. Like, how am I supposed to get help with places like that? Doing that to me is like, I have the whole world doing it. Maybe you have family doing it. You know, it depends on, maybe it's both. So, you know, and my own demons myself. So, I went to Columbia Presbyterian for my heart and everything, and they asked if I wanted to see a psychiatrist, and I was like, yes, please. I need somebody to tell me that I'm not, you know, cuckoo for Cocoa Puffs. You know, I won't use the C word. You know, so, and then when I finally spoke to her, she said, you know what, I have a place that you can go to. It's called Rainbow Clubhouse. And like I said before, I was like, oh, great. A rehab, thanks. And then she kept telling me, like, no, this is a social gathering. It's not like that. And I was like, you say tomato, I say tomato, you know, and then it was only until I got here that I said, you know, no, lies. When she said that after like 2 weekly appointments, I was like, you know what? I'm going to stop that because my hairy eyeball is telling me it's no good. It's another rehab. It's this and it's that. And I was like, shh, quiet. And I was like, you know what? I'm going to take a leap of faith. I have a new therapist. I have a new place. This is something to try. It doesn't hurt if you don't try. So I basically did a leap of faith, jumped in, cannonball style, and let's just say I've been swimming in rainbow ever since, and I'm loving it.
Wow. So from you thinking it was going to be like a rainbow, you're like prejudged it, and it's like going to be a rehab, and you actually went in here and actually seen different. How did it make you think like inward? Like maybe I jumped the gun and judging this place?
I did. I truly did. I was just like, oh, you're so bad. So once again, I'm having a conversation with me, myself, and I. And I was just like, you see what you did? You judged the place like they judge you. You knocked it like they did you. And you shouldn't have done that because that's not what you do. But being that I kept being crunched, that's something I kind of gathered and was like, oh, wait, I'm becoming a hairy eyeball. So I was like, no, let me just take a leap of faith and just go for it.
So the environment trained you to be that way?
Yes, it did.
And that's how our environment sometimes when we low or feeling like down, we be very negative or just looking at everybody as
just like
shield. Like I'm not, stay away from me.
We're like the people when we're walking past them, they're grabbing their coats and they're walking away. It's like, okay, ew. But yeah, you know, that's exactly what I did. And I felt real bad. Like, wow, I didn't even know the place. I tried looking for it, gave me a club. I was like, my clubbing days are over. I don't think that's it. Until I actually had to type in Emma Bowen and was like, okay, that's what it is. And then the actual person to tell me what Rainbow truly was about was our famous Miss Diana. Like, she broke it down like I was a kid, like a 3-year-old kid. And I was just like, oh, I understood every bit of it. And I explained the same thing. Even my therapist asked me, like, what is rainbow? And I was like, oh, that's easy. And I tell her exactly what rainbow is. And she was like, oh, I'm going to, refer a few people. I was like, yeah. I was like, they'll love it.
Yes, that's amazing.
You see?
That's amazing. Yes, and I'm going to say this too, Diana. Yes, she is amazing.
She is amazing. Yes, she is.
And if she took the time, that means you were very receptive to the information. Oh, yes. And that's how it is.
I actually switched my tables because I was actually at one table so I could look at everybody. Then I switched to a more comfortable table to be more where the pink lady was. Because at first I didn't know her name, but she was all in pink. So I was like, pink lady, I'm going to move over here. And that's when she came in and she saw me. She was like, good morning. So it started with some nice good morning, plain and simple, very friendly, no attachments to it.
Yes.
And from there it was like, who are you? What's who? This is what we do. This is who I am. I was like, you're supervisor? She said, no. No. Which I love that because she came to me as a person, down to earth, real, and no story, no spiel, nothing written down and cue cards to go in, nothing. So I was just like, wow, this is somebody who's real and came
genuine.
In. Right?
You can feel
Thank
it.
You.
You
yes,
can feel
genuine.
People don't understand.
Yes.
You can feel fake. You can feel when it's real. And it's
Thank you. And you can't get any more real than her.
Exactly. It's refreshing.
It is. Thank you. Refreshing. Yes.
Would you have any questions for me? Before we start cutting short?
Actually, I was curious. How would you do a setback or a challenge?
How do I?
How you deal with it? Yeah.
Oh, I keep myself like I keep it in perspective of what it really is. Like, cause sometimes I make it worse than what it is in my mind, and I know I always get in my head. So now I keep it in perspective. Like I write it down and I look at it, and when I look at it, I realize how it's not that serious. 'Cause I look at the positives around me, and I see the positives outweigh the negative.
I love it.
And I get sometimes when I get like I'm in a negative spot and I'm around negative people, I get stuck in it.
Toxicity.
Yes. So you explode.
Yes. I actually like the way you said write it down, because I always say I write my negative so it's not blocking my brain. Once you put it down, it's out of your head. I don't feel you no more.
Exactly.
What?
Looking at it like,
like
no
please, you shake it off, like what?
Got no power over me, yes.
And yes, no power over me, yes. So I'm glad you said that. See, we're 2 peas in a pod.
Yes, thank you.
No problem. So you brain fart.
Yes. Teamwork make the dream work.
Yeah, exactly.
Yes. So now, earlier you mentioned the newsletter, and that's one of my favorite parts of the whole thing. Could you elaborate more on that?
Sure. When I first came to Rainbow, and basically I dived in, when she told me there's culinary, there's maintenance, there's this and the third, she also said there was a newsletter, and I was like, what kind of newsletter? I was like shocked, like, ooh, really, a newsletter? Never did it in school, never did it as a hobby, none of that. So I was just like really interested. And at the time, it wasn't Zach, it was Peter. So I was able to email him and text him and everything. And I was like, basically, what do you need? What do you want? And I love the fact that the newsletter breaks it down to pieces, but they all maintain the mental health part or addiction, if, so be it. So I like that. So we did puzzles, we did recipes. When I did it, I did a shout out corner. So I could put the rules of Rainbow to, bring them out so people could know, like, yeah, we know the rules, but then, you know what I'm saying? Like, what rules? So just on the side, this is what happened, this is what you did, but we're not naming it. So basically, I didn't want to make it like I was a tattletale, but I kind of was a tattletale. But I didn't make nobody's name. So if you did something like, you know whose you are, clean up after yourselves. We all live here together. This is our house. I did the shout out corner where if somebody did something and nobody took a notice, I put their name like, hey, Robert did this today. He did a great TED Talk. Kudos to Robert. You look at that newsletter for some that know we have a newsletter. Now I hope everybody does. You see your name, you go, why is my name there? And I'm shouted out for something I did. Basically, the shout out was for everybody who did something to let you know we see you. Not on the creepy, like, oh, damn, I'm being watched. No, but at least, I was very observant. I love to people watch. So when I saw it, I made sure, like, you know what? I'm going to shout out Robert. He needs a shout out. Like, yeah, you get it. But when somebody sees their name on paper, you go, wow, you saw that. Little creepy on the other hand, like, wow, you saw that. Okay. But it's still nice to be like, wow, somebody saw something I did. It may be small to them, or you, but to them, it's something really big.
I love that. Would you say holding others accountable kept you holding yourself accountable as well? From watching others?
There was a saying I always said. What was it? Lead by example. So I didn't want to say something, how to say, oh, well, volunteer this, and you're looking at other people, and they're like, but you came up with it, you do it.
Yes.
Or I'm going to do it, and I'm going to lead by example, because, yeah, I said it. So I'm going to show you, not that you have to do it my way, like, don't walk this way, walk your way. As long as you're doing something.
Exactly. Goes back to the saying, back from my day, I want to expose my age, but don't throw rocks if you live in a glass house.
Hello, thank you, yes, we there.
That's amazing, yes. Thank you for this interview. You got me, like...
You want to run in place right now.
Got me ready to go try and make some more changes in life.
Yes.
You know what I mean? And inspire more people, because you got me inspired, and that's how it goes. Transfer inspiration. Is there anything you would like to say before we cut this interview short?
Yes. Everybody always says stop and smell the roses. Granted, in the city there is no roses, okay? But you know what? Take time and appreciate the little things. Not everybody does that.
I love that. And I'm gonna say something that I always say, and I really say it to myself, and it resonates with people. When you lead with love, your intentions are always pure.
Yes.
So love.
That is beautiful.
You understand what I'm saying?
I love that.
You feel that? Like, you know what I mean?
That's beautiful. Yes.
Every day.
That moved me just like, if you don't love yourself, how the hell are you going to love somebody else?
Exactly.
You see? So that right there, oh, I love that. Now who gave me energy? I got people bumps. Look, you're contagious. You see what I'm saying?
Yes, back and forth. Well, thank you so much for this amazing episode of Rainbow Rundown. And hopefully, first of many.
Yes.
Because you have a lot more to give and a lot more.
My counterpart. We need to do this.
Exactly. We got more interviews to go. So thank you and
Definitely.
Rainbow Rundown out. Yeah.